I'm going to put 4 names up on the screen, and I want you to rank them in order of how familiar you are with each of these individuals. Titus Billings, Emma Smith, Sidney Rigdon, and Isaac Morley. I'm guessing that for most of us, we would put them in an order like this. It's natural not to know as much about Titus and Isaac, but as I've been studying Doctrine and Covenants, section 63, I learned a lesson about these 2 people that touched my heart. Isaac Morley owned a large and prosperous farm near Kirtland, Ohio. After Sidney Rigdon joined the Church of Jesus Christ and began preaching the gospel, Isaac and his brother-in-law Titus Billings were among the first people to be baptized in Kirtland. Less than a year after joining the church, Isaac was called to go on a mission to Missouri. While serving as a missionary, Isaac was told to sell his farm. This was not an easy decision. For years, he had worked to develop prosperous land. But he agreed, and the Lord instructed Isaac's brother-in-law Titus to sell the farm and come join Isaac in Missouri. Let's look at a small verse that we sometimes might just pass over, but think about the sacrifice that it entails. The Lord declares, "Let my servant Titus Billings, who has the care thereof, dispose of the land, that he may be prepared in the coming spring to take his journey up into the land of Zion, with those that dwell upon the face thereof." So to recap, Isaac and Titus had a comfortable, prosperous existence, and at the direction of the Lord, sold the land and moved to Missouri. What do you think happened next? Did everything go great for them? Actually, it didn't. Both Titus and Isaac suffered extreme persecutions in Missouri. While fleeing for his life, Titus's feet were so badly frozen that flesh came off in pieces. Isaac's situation was no better. At one point, Isaac was arrested and sentenced to be shot in the public square. We might ask ourselves this question. If Isaac and Titus did everything they were supposed to do, then why were there these persecutions in Missouri? Why were things so difficult for them? I think this question exposes a misconception some of us have. Sometimes we think, if I do what God says, everything will turn out the way I want, when I want it. That's not always true. Consider an experience from the life of the Savior and his disciples. After feeding the 5,000, but before retiring privately to pray, Jesus told his disciples to get on a ship and sail across the Sea of Galilee. The disciples followed this direction, and a couple of hours later, they found themselves in the midst of the sea, tossed with waves, for the wind was contrary. They, like Isaac and Titus, had done what they were supposed to do with bad results. In our own lives, we may similarly believe that we are doing what God commands, but lack peace. Still, there is hope for us, just as there was hope for the Savior's disciples. Jesus saw them toiling and rowing, and came out to them walking on the water shortly before sunrise. When we are obedient but not feeling peace, we can know Christ is similarly watching over us, and he will help us. Perhaps not immediately, but he will come. In the long run, both Titus and Isaac were blessed for their faithfulness. They both traveled west with the saints. Isaac and Titus became some of the original settlers of Manti, Utah, and were blessed in the latter years of their lives. It's true, things did not turn out exactly as they would have hoped when they sold their land in Kirtland, but ultimately things did work out. We will likely face similar experiences. We will be blessed for keeping God's commandments. However, those blessings may sometimes come in unexpected ways. We don't need to be surprised if, as we make sacrifices, things don't immediately work out. That's how it was for the Savior's disciples, how it was for Titus and Isaac, and how it will be for us. But as we continue to walk forward in faith, we can be confident that the Savior is right there with us.